He took another bite of his sandwich, wiping his greasy fingers on his already filthy shirt. It was me or the roach coach outside, which hadn't been cleaned in years. The grease from his food stained my new white shirt immediately when he clapped his hand on my shoulder. "You look like you could use some work around here," the mountain of a man boomed. His name was Big Tony, and he owned the building that I'd rented the apartment in for cheap because it was literally infested with roaches. "Sure," I lied. "I'm looking for something extra." Money was tight, and I had no clue how I was going to pay rent next month. My eyes fell on a stack of cash on the counter. Maybe if I just took a little. No, I couldn't risk it. If I got caught, I'd be out on the streets in an instant. Tony followed my gaze. "You want money? You can have it. You work for it." He shoved the wad of bills into my hands. "Go down to the docks and wait in the red van. Got it?" I nodded dumbly, more confused than anything. Why was he paying me to hang out by a bunch of docks? But before I could even begin to piece together a coherent thought, he was grabbing my arm and dragging me through the door and out onto the street. I knew what I had to do. This was my only chance at making some quick cash. I followed him to a beat-up old pickup truck and shoved the heavy stack of bills into my shirt. The second Tony turned his back, I bolted. I ran as fast as I could, the sound of his enraged bellows echoing behind me. As I rounded the corner and saw the red van, I felt a sense of relief wash over me. I slid into the seat and pulled the door shut just as Tony appeared around the corner, his face contorted with rage. As soon as he saw me in the van, though, his expression shifted to one of pure joy. "Good, you found it," he said, a wide grin splitting his face. "Get in." I did as I was told and buckled my seatbelt. Why was he so happy? What was he planning? We pulled up to a dark, graffiti-covered warehouse. Tony killed the engine and turned to me. "Here's where you come in," he said, opening the door. "What do I need to do?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. "All I need you to do is go inside and get the package from the safe. It's the only thing in there. It's not heavy, just big," he explained, handing me a key. "Be careful, though, because if the electricity goes out, you won't find your way out." With that, he opened the door and pushed me inside. I walked through the darkness until I found the heavy steel door. Tony had said that there was a keyhole, but all I felt was smooth metal. Where was it? Then I heard a noise in the shadows, a low growl that sent shivers down my spine. Whatever it was big. Really big. My heart pounded in my chest as I searched for the keyhole. Finally, my fingers closed around cold metal. I inserted the key and turned it, hearing a loud click. The door swung open, revealing a large, dark room with shelves lining the walls. And then I saw it, a massive sphere in the center of the room. I walked toward it, my eyes widening in amazement. It was made of a strange material that I couldn't identify, but what truly captivated me were the intricate patterns etched into its surface. I reached out to touch it, and as my fingers made contact, the entire room was plunged into darkness. In the sudden blackness, I panicked, stumbling backward as I tried to find the door. My hand brushed against something soft, and I screamed, falling to the ground in a panic. I crawled toward the door, desperate to escape the suffocating darkness. Suddenly, the air grew colder, and I heard a voice that seemed to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. "Looking for something?" it boomed. "Can't find your way out, huh?" Its tone was mocking, and I couldn't help but feel a surge of anger. "Shut up!" I yelled, my voice echoing in the vast darkness. "Where are you?" The voice chuckled, and I could feel its amusement. "You're too late," it said. "It's already begun." I froze, my blood running cold. "What's happening?" I whispered, my voice shaking. "It's time for you to die," the voice boomed, and suddenly I understood. Whatever this place was, it had awoken, and I was trapped inside with it. The last thing I saw was the sphere in the distance, pulsing with an eerie light before everything went black.